Welcome to Guilted Into It. Happy Mother's Day edition.
Ooh.
You have to be nice to me, Bridget, because it's going to be Mother's
And you have to
Day,
be even nicer to me.
which is going to be difficult. So, first of all, cheers to the mothers.
You
Cheers
mother.
to all mothers.
You're a mother.
There we go. It's
Cheers.
our day to be
Cheers to ya.
celebrated,
And it always rains on Mother's Day.
Here's to you.
which is nonsense because mothers really don't get a break.
No,
No.
never.
Never. Even when, like, I remember when, they'd make me, like, breakfast and stuff, and then I'd have to clean the kitchen up. Like, this isn't, I would have rather have gone without food.
Okay, I won't make your breakfast.
Well, now you
Well,
can.
now, yeah.
Because now you know how to clean up, but you were little. Aim, how many macaroni necklaces do you think you got in a lifetime?
0.
Really?
No, that's a lie. 1. I have 1 macaroni necklace.
How many do you think you've gotten?
I think I got, like, 2.
I never got a macaroni necklace.
Mom, you probably threw it away.
I'm sorry. Stop it over there. You just put it, lock it up.
When did I get a macaroni necklace?
Oh, you didn't get a macaroni necklace.
Okay.
No, you didn't. But you got multiple heartfelt handwritten cards from
Yes.
moi.
Wow.
And I'm not done.
Am I
Because I
getting
was thinking about this the other day.
Wait.
I used to ride my bike up to the florist, and what did I do? I brought you carnations when
Well,
we lived on Broadway.
That was very nice when you were a child, but you never outgrew that thing, and now you still go get me flowers.
She
from
doesn't want
Stop and
flowers. She doesn't
Stop
want
and Shop has
flowers.
some nice flowers. I just purchased the.
Did I
lovely
just get
bouquet the other
chastised
day.
for giving you flowers?
Yes.
Is that what just
Probably.
happened?
You know what? I didn't even tell you. I didn't even tell you. She called. She goes, and I don't want flowers
And
for
you were
Mother's
supposed to
Day.
take care
And
of that.
tell your sister.
All right. Well, that's easy for me, so nothing for you.
Exactly. I know. I know.
I would want a
Flowers
macaroni
or
necklace.
nothing.
If it were a little al dente, I want it to be edible.
What's
And,
that?
yeah, that's
Are
really
you-
makes
Are you that hard
A
up for
macaroni-
a pasta dish?
a macaroni.
I think if someone's gonna give me a necklace that's food based, I would like to be. I had a pretzel necklace one time.
Who made you a pretzel necklace?
I was at some sort of event.
That's actually cool. Like a soft
And-
pretzel, and you could put the
No,
needle
it
through
was
it.
regular ones,
I
but
could
yeah.
go for a pretzel necklace right now. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's,
not.
it's,
I need
it's
something
nice. When you
salty.
need a snack, it's there.
So I bring this up because I'm moving. In case you didn't know.
Yep, we know.
She's officially
You've
old.
called me 12 times and I have to come get all my shit out of your house.
Yes, you do. But I was going through a lot of boxes, and I found a lot of those wonderful handmade letters and cards, and they really are so cute. And dare I say, as a child, you had much better handwriting than you do now. You had really good handwriting.
No, I did not.
You did, because I could read what you wrote.
Well, that's because I was writing slow probably. Now I have too many thoughts and I need to get them out.
Oh,
So
okay.
I
that
write
Well,
makes
very
I
sense.
quickly.
must say, I still have a letter that this young lady wrote me when I was having a difficult mental breakdown over this young lady. She wrote me a letter.
I'm the
In-
best
no.
daughter.
It was
No, I
more.
didn't do
No,
that.
no. It was more of a poetry, but not a rhyming poetry. If you know what I mean. Very deep, very deep.
I'm a deep person.
And
I
it's
wish you brought it to
personal.
read it.
It's personal,
Oh.
but I wish I could. I could let you read it. I
I'll
mean,
read
I'm
it.
not going to read it to the 3 viewers that we
The
have,
masses.
but I'll let you read it. It's very deep.
Wow.
You were about 9, 10.
You always
You were-
did poetry.
You were a deep
I
kid.
Maybe
had
a
a lot of
little older.
feelings at
Does
that time.
anybody
That
remember?
was when she loved me.
Does, does anybody remember the Christmas I wrote everybody letters?
No.
Yes.
Oh yes, yeah. What
Were
a
you
cheap
tight
gift.
on money?
Wasn't that a cheap gift?
No, that wasn't the only thing. I
Oh.
just was feeling emotional.
Oh, I do remember. Yes.
Yes.
I do.
I think mine was in a frame.
No,
No.
everybody got it in an envelope.
Oh,
It's
then I
just
don't
a letter.
remember it. I don't
What were you
remember.
feeling
it.
Clearly,
emotional
you,
about?
clearly she didn't save it.
No.
Probably not.
I don't remember what I was feeling emotional about. I
Why
just
would I
felt like
save
I
it?
needed to tell my family how I felt about them.
Because
Okay.
I won't say it.
Maybe I was dying. I thought I was dying. I don't know.
Really?
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Uplifting.
This
Yeah,
is
this is good. That's great.
What'd you say?
so. What we have a plan for Mother's Day. Amy will be hosting.
No,
Yeah, she's not doing anything.
Are
And
you gonna? Is there
I'm
gonna be
Literally
food
just
at
the
this
vessel.
event?
Yeah,
I'm putting
we're
the
gonna order
veto
it.
on Chinese food right now.
Well, then I guess you shouldn't come.
Okay.
Wow, why can't we get Chinese food?
I don't know.
You don't want a little Mother's Day, lo mein?
I mean, that wouldn't
why,
suck.
Mother's
why
Day
isn't my
dumplings?
son-in-law making a nice barbecue or something?
Because your daughter doesn't feel like cleaning up afterward.
Mm.
Any sort of cooking
But
that's
wait.
going to happen will require shopping on my part, cleaning up on my part. I'm not doing it.
But all the kids will be there. They can clean up.
I'm not doing it.
All right.
I think Chinese is a great idea.
Because, Bridget
doing
is,
You know, I always am the only one who ends up cleaning up.
yeah. But
It's
you are
true.
quite proficient
what?
in the kitchen.
I am because I.
Oh,
Oh,
Very
Excuse
embarrassing.
me. Whose
It is
son
embarrassing.
is that?
Sorry.
What happened?
Anyway, I, over the weekend, made a sourdough bread.
okay.
And I am
Hold on.
very good at it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So I learned.
Really good.
Shh, hold on a minute. So a few weeks ago, my
Who
friend
makes sourdough
my
bread?
friend Terry Ann said, I have your mother here. And I'm like, you have my mother at your apartment? She was like, no, for your bread. And I had no idea what she was talking about. Apparently, our other friend Sarah Beth, got us each these jars that you have to fill, and you have to feed the mother, and then you can put it in the refrigerator and you don't have to do anything. But that's your
Oh,
base.
it's called a mother?
It's called a mother.
the
And that
starter
is
of the
your
sourdough.
base for your bread, right? So Terry Ann had made like 14 loaves of bread. And I tasted it and it's delicious. No preservatives. It's really good for you, whatever. And she's like, when are you going to make your bread? So I'm like, all right, I'm going to make my bread. So I did the stuff to make the bread. I made the bread. I was pretty proud of myself because
I made the bread.
I'm not a colonial person. And then Bridget,
What happened with me simultaneously, and this was not something that you did first, and then I hopped on. Let's
correct.
make no mistake.
That is true.
Simultaneously, one of my patients at work, the parents, they were talking about how they made sourdough. I'm like, oh, what a fun little experience. How interesting. And the next week, she brought me in a starter and also a basket with all of the tools and accoutrement that you need
Wow.
to make
Come
it.
work at your job.
I had no
So,
accoutrement.
I
by
was
the
given
way.
this whole basket, so now I'm like, I have to make the bread because she's going to follow up about the
Time
bread.
to make the bread.
So I purchased a Dutch oven, and I was kneading away. I was
You were
following
tugging and tucking. I did
directions.
get it
I was
for her.
folding the bread and kneading hours and hours and hours.
Okay.
And
all
then
right. All
the
right.
next morning, after I had let it sit,
Did it
this is a full,
raise?
full process.
Rise?
Of course it did. I took a razor and I scored it and I made designs and then I baked it and it came out delightful.
So,
have a photo?
let's-
we have a
we have
photo. Bobby,
photos.
do you have a
Let's
photo?
do it.
Let's
love a photo.
do the good-looking bread first.
Yes, my bread looks like this.
No.
It's not that one.
No, that's my bread. That's Bridget's bread.
That's
Oh,
her real
yeah,
sourdough. Look at
Bridget.
the look
I'm
at
going
the
to
design.
say that
Bridget.
second picture does not surprise me. Not surprised by that at all.
That's
That's
what?
that tracks
Horrible.
right
This
there.
one?
Yeah.
That's my bread.
Yeah, that's
Not
pathetic.
It's not even the correct shade. It's not. There's no
What
scoring.
happened
Can we
to
go
it?
back to
looks bad.
Bridget's
It
bread
looks
for a
like
minute?
a fat tortilla.
Bridget, where did the
Nice.
white come from?
That's
flour.
flour.
Bridget,
Flour,
I am
yeah,
proud,
that's-
girl.
With
Thank
flour.
you. Doesn't
I
it
am
look delightful?
proud.
Now, do
That
you
is a
have
beautiful
another piece
loaf
from
of
that
bread.
from
I
the
thought
original
the other
dough?
picture was before it went into the oven. That's why. I
That's
showed
what it
first.
does.
Yeah,
Look like
that's
what goes into
okay.
the oven.
That's okay. So,
Whose oven?
Question.
Whose piece was that before it went into the oven?
Oh, that's after the
no,
oven.
that's after the oven.
Which that's what mine looked like
that's
before it
yours.
went
Yes.
After the oven.
in. Yes, mine looked like that
And
before
you
it went in.
took it out and went, oh, this came out
No,
good.
I went,
What'd you
Something's
forget?
this
wrong.
doesn't
You
look
forgot
like
something.
Terry
You forgot
Ann's. I
something.
didn't. You can't forget anything. It's
Then what'd you do
flour,
wrong?
Right, but you
water, and
messed up.
salt. I didn't mess up.
Well, regardless, it
Well, let
doesn't
me-
look like
Do you
mine.
have the original piece now?
Yes, I have a starter, like so I can then feed it and make another bread.
Now, the good thing about that bread is the best way to store it is you
In the
just
garbage?
leave it in the Dutch oven, and it doesn't get hard or anything.
Bridget
wish I
will
had
store in
sent-
the oven.
Yes, I wish I had sent a picture because I made lovely paninis last night with
Oh.
the sourdough, and it was a delight.
I just
You're a baking fool, is
I-
what you're
It's
telling us.
good.
Something's happening.
I
You're
just-
becoming-
I know. I'm getting domesticated.
I want to go
Party time
on
is
record
over.
of saying that I did indeed eat the bread.
The whole thing?
Not the whole thing. I
Oh.
toasted
It
it.
looks dense,
It's a little dense,
right?
but I did
It
eat
looks
it.
flat.
It was a little flat.
Blobby,
It
like
didn't.
a blob.
Okay, we get it.
It didn't right.
I get it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna perfect it because
You
I'm making it for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
God.
I'll
you
make one for
making it for
Thanksgiving
Mother's
as
Day?
well. That will
How
be.
much bread can
And
we have at
wrapping it in
Thanksgiving?
cellophane with a bow and giving it to me for Mother's Day? Is that
Mom,
what you're
I'm not
saying?
giving you food.
You're not getting anything for Mother's Day.
I never do,
I
usually,
think-
other than
And I'm not
flowers.
giving you guys $50-something for dinner. I'm just telling you.
I think because I am so good at the
That's all
sourdough,
right,
I'll make
because
another
I'm a
loaf.
good mother. I
Yes,
will
we
let
can.
you slide. I treated you to your dish of pasta.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Well,
So let's
I'll
see,
be
who's
making
watching
another
here. Let's-
sourdough this weekend, probably.
Who's
Who's watching?
Who's Nuccio? Is that Otto?
Oh, yeah.
Otto and Paul
Nuccio.
and Doreen. Hello, Doreen.
And that's
They're
it.
watching. There's 6 people watching. Not everybody
Woo.
comments, Judith. Not everybody comments. So,
And Paul actually said, "Doesn't Bridget look lovely?" And yes,
Yes.
she did, because I got a haircut over the weekend, and not one single person noticed.
No,
I noticed.
I didn't.
I said something to you.
Well, I got a haircut.
Well, that's it. Now I noticed.
I remember
Doesn't
we
it-
spoke about it.
Doesn't it look a little livelier?
It does. It looks a little shorter as well.
Yes, I cut it a
Yes,
little
We discussed
shorter.
that you were going to make it shorter. I remember.
Yes, and here it is in the
Yes,
flesh.
yes,
Thank
very
you.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, I found
right.
so many pictures of you with your long pigtails.
Oh, wait a minute.
Mm.
Do you have any pictures to show us tonight?
I did not send those
Oh,
to.
God.
Well, let's save that for the Halloween show.
Oh, God. We have to wait.
There it is.
Yeah, we'll wait for that show.
Okay. Anyway,
No,
Come on,
not that
was
one.
Funny.
Oh, the other one.
The other one.
That was-
well, that will be for another
There were
time.
so
Still
many.
laughing about it.
That's trauma.
There were
Oh,
so
my
many.
God.
Well, that's all right. Robert was a headless superhero for about 5 years running.
Well, because you wouldn't
I
wear the
spent,
mask.
yeah, he would not wear
Robert
the
was
mask. 'cause-
also a bottomless superhero, as I remember one year. He couldn't
No,
get the
that he
suit
was-
on.
he was-
Remember, Rob?
He was getting
couldn't get-
dressed.
He couldn't get the suit on. You helped him. He was little.
He was
I'll
little.
give him his.
Yeah.
But he put the mask on and he couldn't get the suit.
He always wanted to be a superhero. He never wanted to wear the mask.
Yeah, headless every time.
But
Spider-Man,
he wore the mask
headless.
that particular day. He just didn't put the rest on.
Captain America,
Headless.
Batman.
Well, headless. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Remember, we used to have to wear those hot plastic masks over
Yeah.
our face?
But he did do Spider-Man this past Halloween.
Well, I would hope so. He's 19.
Yeah, but he didn't
But if
keep
you
it on.
notice, it was headless most of the night.
It was mostly.
It
But,
was
you know,
hot though. It was
when
uncommonly
you're-
hot on that Halloween.
Yeah.
But
it
also,
was.
when you're in a mask all night, it's hard to interact with people.
It's hard to drink.
Priorities.
I'm sorry. I call BS on that because we just saw my favorite band
Oh,
and they interact all night with masks on.
that is true.
They wear masks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Why?
they do.
Well,
part of
you
their
want to
act.
tell everybody what your favorite band is?
OL Moore, they're a local band. They do 80s cover, cover 80s
Yeah.
music. I love them.
They're pretty good.
I love you, OL Moore. If you want.
Yeah, and you know, it was nice because we went out for your birthday.
We
and
did.
I think it's
Had
nice
fun.
to go out with 50-year-olds because the whole evening was done by 10. The band got
Yes.
off and everybody got in their cars and went home.
The band was done.
Done.
Yeah, by 10.
Wow.
10 p.m.
Wow.
I was,
Even I go to a place where the band plays
Well,
longer
we went
than
back
that.
to the house and we
And
had some
we made our own fun.
some fun of our own.
well, now, Amy, I was just talking to Mommy in the car on the way here, and I was at the dentist the other day, and she was talking about. I guess she's getting ready to turn 40 or close to
dentist
40.
is?
Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, that number, whatever," and I was like, "You know what? Don't fight it. I love my 50s. I love being in my 50s. These have been the best years of my life.
Well, I
Well-
disagree.
Really."
wow.
I don't like it.
You don't?
Nope.
Well, what age would you
Well-
want to be?
35.
Oh, okay.
That's
good.
very
At least that's
specific. Why
older than
35?
I am. I'm
It's a
excited.
nice
for that.
number. You're not 40 yet, but you're an adult. People respect you.
Do you think
Yeah,
I'm
but-
an adult?
Yeah, but
You're not
Yeah.
at your peak
All right.
earnings at 35
but,
either.
But the
Yeah, I don't
thing
care about
is,
that.
right now, at where you are now, your
51.
children- Wait, your children are grown, and you can do and go
This is
wherever
true.
you
This is
want.
accurate, yeah.
You don't have to stop and say, "Oh, the babysitter
Babysitters.
is waiting." You
Oh,
can.
we gotta go here.
Now
Well, I
with
never
the
did that
kids.
because this was my babysitter.
Well,
and
I
she's
know,
over.
but there were
Yeah.
plenty of times where you had to be around.
I was
you had
robbed
to
of
drive
my youth,
them.
actually.
Huh?
I was robbed of my youth.
Well, what did you really
didn't
have going
nothing
on?
else to do.
I had
Ouch.
a lot. I had a full life. Thank you very much.
Well,
I had
anyway.
hobbies, and I played sports,
And you bowled.
and I had friends.
And,
I had a very full life. Thank you very much.
and you enjoyed part of that life with your younger cousins.
I
Who
absolutely
love you
they,
dearly.
They do.
Yes, yes, they did.
absolutely
Well,
do.
all I'm saying
Yes,
is
they
you are. This is the best time. You're young enough to go and do and have fun. So
don't.
enjoy it.
So, I spent yesterday at Aunt Joanne's house. My aunt who broke her knee and her wrist.
She didn't break her
hand.
knee.
She broke her wrist.
Fractured
She
it.
fractured
No.
her knee. She fractured this part of her,
Yeah.
her hand.
Okay.
And she's home.
Mhm.
And I went over there because Judy was cooking. So, there's a free meal around. I'm on it. And it was
Wasn't
meatloaf.
invited.
Neither was I.
It was meatloaf. Mom, meatloaf. There wasn't enough room around the table. So,
It seems to be the last couple of meals there has not been enough room or enough food, and I want to know why we don't make the short list.
well, I
There really
invited
wasn't enough
I
room.
invited myself first of all. I was
Yeah.
like, "Are you you're cooking? Yeah, I'm coming over."
Okay, well,
But the point of that story is not that you weren't invited. The point of the story is that
That's the point of my story.
yes.
What?
Anyway,
I-
that's the point.
I don't think I want to be 82
Who does?
because we were watching TV
Oh yeah.
at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and she's yelling that it's too loud.
Well, she wasn't yelling. She was.
She was yelling.
Kinda
She was
reprimanding
she
us.
was reprimanding
Yeah, but
us.
that's the opposite of what old people do.
And it
old
was
people
too
sit with
loud.
the volume way up.
And we're bothering the neighbors, and we're like, it's 5 o'clock.
I'm gonna say maybe I don't want to be like that, but
Like that.
my friend's Aunt Gloria.
Who?
Janine's Aunt Gloria.
Oh.
She is, I believe, the same age as Aunt Joanne. And man, that's who I want to be. Her skin is amazing. I don't know what she does. You
Is she
would look-
using Lime Life?
No, she's not. Which is probably what I'm doing wrong. But no, I'm just kidding.
What's your problem? You have beautiful skin.
But she's her Aunt Gloria is amazing. We were over there. And
Well, is that because of her skin? Because Aunt Joanne has great skin too.
no. She's so thin and she's just so stylish and she's just still so like.
Well, isn't that Aunt Joanne?
Yeah, no. I'm just
She's very
saying.
stylish.
She's just cranky right now.
well.
I'm just saying, like
She's
her
at a
aunt
commission.
also is just like, you know,
Yeah.
she's how old? She doesn't look out, you know,
Well,
at all.
You know, I think about like our grandmother, and when we were little, she was not old. Like
No,
she
she
was
was mostly close to our age.
right, and we thought she was old.
Well,
There's,
she was.
I mean, if I had a grandchild now, there's no way that kid is gonna think that's my grandma's not old.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
We
no,
see
they're not.
ourselves as young. They
We
see
are
well,
us-
wait
young.
a minute. We have an impartial
What
granddaughter
about your grandma?
right here.
Come on.
Do I think grandma's old?
Yes.
Now I feel like I'm walking into a trap. No, I don't think.
Honestly.
I do not think
Ex-
you're old.
Except
I
when
mean,
You have a
technically
very
you
up-
are old,
up-
but
Up, 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 up.
Up,
See,
up.
she's doing what you do.
Yes, yes.
I think you are. You have a younger energy these days.
Not anymore.
You
After
you
taking
do
care of
sometimes.
you.
However, when you call me in the middle of the night
Well,
with a
that-
medical emergency, then you do seem a touch elderly.
Well, I'm scared. I'm not.
Right. Right.
That's
Scared.
all.
But
I'm
no,
just
that's okay,
scared.
but no,
And
you're
I,
now-
I value her
she'll
medical
call.
opinion.
Your
Right,
mother,
'cause
because
you'll be
she's
around
right
the
across
corner.
the way.
oh yeah, I didn't
Oh,
let
yeah.
you know that part. I'm in the
I'm
same.
not bothering anybody.
I'm
from
in the
now on.
same complex
Calling
No,
my
you can
man.
call me. I
as
was not
my
saying you
mom,
can't.
and I'm happy to be there.
And she's officially old now.
I'm in a 55 and over, and I saw my new neighbors today.
Oh God! And were they using
They are
walkers?
ancient.
They might be dying soon.
The
and you'll
one-
get new ones.
The one, first of all,
High turnover rate.
I walk up to the door, right? And I'm making noise because now I don't want to scare this lady. Like
Were you
Okay.
banging pots and
Oh, I
pans?
was just being like, and I was like making noises and stuff, just so like if she,
She probably thought something was
No,
wrong with
Yeah.
you.
Well,
no,
She's
because
like the new neighbor's weird. She's
No.
walking up like yeehaw, yeehaw.
no,
breaking
because
in.
she was spending the better part of 10 minutes trying to lock her door.
Why didn't you help her? There you go. See, now she
I don't
probably
know.
thinks
I
that you're
helped
awful and,
the
and
elderly
She didn't
lady.
even
She
see
thinks
me.
you're an ableist.
She didn't even see me.
She thinks you're an ableist.
Well, how could
She
she,
didn't
be
even
your
see
neighbor
me.
then?
Well, because she was at the door right next to mine, but she didn't see me walk up because she was involved in.
So you snuck up on her?
Yes, I snuck up on
Did you
her.
push her over?
I
too?
did. I tipped her over and
Oh
I
my
took her
God.
lunch money.
Good.
I
Are you
took
on
her
the
lunch
first
money.
floor or the
Already
second
you
floor?
make
I am on the second floor.
enemies.
Oh, okay. Loli's gonna hate that.
She is.
I'm in the part that has younger people. She's in the.
The old.
I really am. I'm
Dusty.
surrounded by old. I hope they're all hard of hearing though,
They are. They are.
because the dog's gonna bark.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Lola's gonna make some friends.
I got Lola. So I don't know for people out there who have little dogs. There's something called a porch potty, and it is a little.
I use it all the time when I'm out there
It's a little tray, right? Like yay big,
because I don't want to go in the bathroom.
and it's got fake grass, and that the dog pees on it, and it goes through into a tray that you then have to dump because I was too cheap to buy the one with the actual sprinklers and stuff.
Wow.
Because I don't have a hose. But anyway, so I have this, and I get it, and I set it up, and I keep putting Lola on it, and she just stands there
got
and
it?
looks at me like,
What am
and
I
then she
supposed to
steps
do?
off of it, and then I put her on and go, be a good girl, be a good girl.
Wait a minute.
She
Where do you
stepped-
have it?
This
Right
is
now I
gonna
have
be
it in the
tough to
living
train
room.
Oh, put it outside.
Well, I will, but I'm just letting her get used to
You
it.
can't tell her
She's
to be a good
looking
girl
at
in the
you.
house. She's not gonna do
She's
that.
looking at you going, when I would pee in here, she'd
right.
yell
She
at me.
thinks it's a trap.
Yeah, because you're gonna put it out on the deck, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna leave it.
But
in
I
the
would like
apartment?
to see, but I would like to kind of
Have
have
her pee
the-
in your house.
I have an idea.
No, put it out on your deck.
Yes.
Why don't you pee on it?
Right. Give her
Give her
an
the
example.
idea.
Can I video?
And there'll be like something that she can familiar
Well,
to
no,
her.
but you should put it out on the deck and have her go out there.
yeah. I'll try that.
Right.
Put a cookie on it.
So Amy, everybody
If she
Right.
when she poops in the house for you, you could just take it and transfer
transfer
it.
it, right?
Right.
And do you know I have to submit my dog to a DNA test
why?
because if they find that people are not cleaning up after their dogs, they pick up the sample and they
it's
run
good.
the DNA,
crazy.
and then that
it's
person gets a fine.
So
That
we'll
keeps the
find out what
grounds-
Loli is finally.
No, no, it's just so they can
No, it's
identify
not
her.
like that. They're
She's
not
a Chihuahua. What else?
When they
is she?
call you
no.
up, like if you get caught, they come to your door and you hear dun dun when they get to your door, like Law and Order. They've
Yeah,
done the
probably.
DNA
I
test.
always. I pick up the poop when no one's looking. Okay, I take my
a
dog
good
for a
Samaritan.
walk, and even though I know nobody's home and it's not technically on anybody's lawn, it's on like the lawn after the fence. I pick up the poop.
Good.
And mostly because it's this big.
Yeah. If it was the size of the across the street from you, I don't
Oh,
know how you'd
God,
be
the
picking
horse.
it up.
Not to be gross, but I see some people walking down the street with quite large dogs, and I mean that bag is full.
Yeah, that's gross.
It's like swinging next to them. It's disgusting. What's the matter with that?
It's disgusting.
This happened.
It is gross.
Well,
though.
your dog is so wonderful. He doesn't
Oh.
even go
Yeah,
out
he
when
doesn't
he's
even
walking.
poop. He's such a good
You
boy.
never have to pick up
Did
poop.
you tell?
I'm just saying.
Did you tell them how you're trying to commit fraud with Lola?
She is. It's not fraud. She
And-
is an
and-
emotional support dog.
You are her emotional support human. She's
Yeah.
not emotionally supporting.
She
you.
needs more
So
emotional
she's
support.
supporting me. I'm supporting her. The bottom line is she can't be without me.
I want to get
So
her
it's
a
not.
vest.
This is true.
It's not like I can get rid of her. She would die.
I want to get her a vest that says "Don't pet me, I'm working." and we could.
That's
put it
probably
on.
good because, I don't really want people to pet her because you never know with
Yeah,
Lola.
really. Don't
You know.
let
Spicy.
anybody pet her.
So
She needs a little muzzle when you go out. with
so
her.
Marta was actually, if I'm holding her, she's fine. Anybody can touch her. But
Imitate Marta.
so
It's so funny.
Don't
Mar-
imitate Marta.
You know what I
Marta
mean.
Marta comes to my
Imitate what
house
she
and she's
says.
wonderful. She cleans the house for me every other week and she's absolutely just phenomenal. I don't have to be there. She's got the key. She goes in.
Yeah,
I don't
of
have to
course.
worry.
Me too.
I would take a bullet for Marta. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah, she's
my
great.
favorite person in the whole entire world.
And the fact that she puts up with Lola because when I'm not there, Lola is fine.
Yeah.
She
because
just lays
Marta
on the couch.
puts her in a box.
She just lays on the couch. She doesn't
Marta
bother.
kicks her a little bit.
I put the key in the door and I hear Lola, "Arr," and she starts running. And then I hear, now. And I said to her, and Marta's Polish, so she has this beautiful Polish accent.
and
when she
she's
speaks,
beautiful,
and she's gorgeous.
besides, yeah.
But so I said to her, Marta, I'm so sorry. I feel really bad. Like you should get hazard pay. And she goes, don't worry about it. I just go, get the fuck out of here.
Well, I've told Lola
deserves
you should
that.
put her in a box
Who?
outside.
Marta?
No, put Lola in a box
Oh,
outside.
Yeah,
And I told her she could let her out. She goes, no, I don't know if I could get her back in then.
it's true.
But
Come bite me, Lola.
Now,
She'll come
Oliver
running.
Dave would never think
Of
of doing
course
such a
not.
thing.
Oliver Dave is afraid of his
Oliver-
own shadow.
Yes.
He's a gentleman.
He's
He
not
is
a gentleman.
very-
He's a puss.
He is.
Hey, don't talk about my granddog like
Excuse me.
that.
He's a
He
bit
is
of
a
a
little
wuss.
bit. He is.
Excuse me.
Here we go.
You
Now we're
can't-
about to hear about the
Excuse
house fire.
You can't have a fire.
No, we can't talk about
We can't talk about it. Why not? Is he listening?
it. No.
Why?
Oh God! What if his real owners see this? They
Oh,
don't
my God.
clearly.
They died in the fire.
They didn't.
Are you afraid they're gonna come back and claim him
Oliver-
like
They
Annie?
didn't want him the first
Like
time.
little Annie?
They think he's dead. Shut up.
Oliver,
We're not talking about this.
Oliver is a
Oliver.
Beagle Jack Russell mix
who died a year
with
ago.
a heart-shaped spot on his back.
No, rest in peace, Oliver.
Roseanne.
Dead. Can't come and get him. He's dead. Anyway, he is apparently in his past life was part of a house fire because anytime there's
According to
smoke,
Amy.
if it's smoky, he gets very scared.
Well, even Bill Berloni, the dog expert, did happen to say that could very well be.
Aren't they supposed to run into fires and heroically save
No.
their
So-
families?
No, remember
They don't know
when
to
I
go
was
out.
watching him and I called you and I was like, I have the fan on and I go and he's freaking out and I don't know what to do. And
What fan?
the stove fan
Yeah,
and you
you
went
don't like
because
that.
it's smoky in the house.
No.
Yeah, I had to let him out.
No, you don't understand. You all make fun of me. You think it's funny, but
No.
But if all I have to do is put onion in oil, and he's at the back door.
He would be a
He wants
nightmare
out.
at hibachi.
So clearly, clearly they were cooking onions when this tragedy occurred.
that okay.
They
now
were.
it's
That's
a stretch.
now.
Yeah,
That's
that
a stretch.
is.
Maybe
If
he doesn't
you-
like onions. Onions are bad for dogs.
If you put on
Oh, that's why
the
he
exhaust
doesn't.
fan, he almost scratches through the screen. He wants out of the house just from the exhaust fan being on. When we have outside, we have the
can't.
fire pit lit. He's at the other end of the yard.
He needs therapy.
He won't
He
come near
does.
you.
He needs
He
pet
has dog
therapy.
trauma.
I'm telling you.
Good thing he's
Here's
not a
one
Dalmatian.
of two things occurred, okay? Because when they found him, they said he was very well cared for, and he is amazing from the day I had him. Somebody took good care of him.
Now, when they left his ass in the
no,
fire,
no, I don't think one of two things
They
has
died in
occurred.
the fire.
Either they
Perished.
in the fire, or they thought he did.
And they didn't look for him.
Right,
Horrible.
that's what I think.
So sweet.
And if you're out there, too bad, so sad.
Loli would never perish in a fire
no.
because she sleeps up my mom's ass,
It's true.
and she would be the first thing out of the house.
I used to say, oh, maybe I should get like a pet finder sticker for the window, so they know that I have a pet or whatever. And I'm like,
no,
no,
she'll
she's
be hanging on
She-
your
yeah,
underwear.
right.
she'll be right there. I would
If you
just
tried
be
to
like,
leave her,
pick
she'd bite your ankle.
Oh
so-
yeah, I could never.
She, actually, she'd bite the fireman trying to save her.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Don't touch my mother.
Probably. On that note, let's take a quick break so we can hear from our sponsor.
Oh,
Yeah.
Intense events.
Can't we just have a
Glamping
blank?
and picnics.
Can't we just have a blank 2.5 minutes?
Tired of the same old birthday party? Looking for new ideas? Then look no further. Let Intense Events supply you with everything you need for a successful sleepover party, indoors or outdoors. You can choose from one of our many themes, or we can create any party theme you want. We set it up, we pick it up. All you do is enjoy. We also do indoor or outdoor picnics, complete with decor, seating, and more. The picnic setup is ideal for bridal party gatherings, wine and cheese nights, or a wedding proposal, or even an elegant lunch. We offer many services for all of your party needs, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or you can email us at ourintenseevents.com or call 631-709-2660.
I just got
Ever an
shit.
informative commercial from Intense Events.
I didn't watch.
For all your tenting and glamping and camping and picnic needs, whatever you need,
Parties
Intense
and-
Events has got
We
your
can
back.
do it all.
They can do it all. They
I
can.
have to say though, they do decorate beautifully
They do a
for
nice
every
thing. Mother.
occasion. So
do.
I'm impressed. I didn't really know the magnitude
She
of
had
this
no faith in
endeavor.
us.
Right,
No,
low
it's not that. I
expectations.
did not know. Every time I see a new thing you did, it's new and different decorations. I mean, it's themes, and they're beautiful.
They are.
I mean, you started off with pillows and blankets, now it's gorgeous. Very nice, really.
Which
I
is
wish-
why I'm going
maybe
to have
for
her
my-
come and help decorate my new apartment.
And maybe for my very significant birthday, not this year,
Next
but the
year.
following year, I'll have this magnificently decorated.
We're already working on it, so
Oh, are
just
you
shut
now?
your
I can't
face.
wait.
Yes, celebrate my old age.
Hey, you should be happy to have an 80th birthday.
That's right.
Did you say 80th? I'm only going to be 70.
Next year.
Even next year, I'm not going to be 80.
Yes, you are. You're going to be 79 this year.
79.
Shut up.
Yeah, we're kind of on the same trajectory, Grandma.
Yeah.
I'll be turning 29 this year, so
Well,
we both have a big year of birthdays.
exactly.
Oh, maybe we
coming
could
up.
have a double birthday.
Well, I had a
a 30-80.
See,
history repeats itself. When she was born, her grandmother was 50,
see.
and when you were born, I was close to that age.
You
Right.
were 53.
I was not. She was born in 95.
Wait, how old were you when I got married?
47.
You were young.
Were you a child bride?
Yeah.
She was.
47.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I'm trying to do the math in
regardless,
my head.
I
I'm
think
not good at
someone
that.
should throw me a party for my 30th birthday.
Okay, well,
That's what
I
think.
would not mind sharing a significant birthday with you.
Thank you.
Amy, I'd
And
like to book your
you.
house right now.
Oh, in the house?
A house party?
House
We're turning
party?
significant ages.
Yeah.
Get a venue.
We'll have it at
Really?
the park.
Okay.
Okay.
It's big. You can have everybody then.
All right, fine.
Okay. Well,
What's
she'll
up?
You know, you
decorate it.
can't
And I know
dictate.
someone who could decorate it.
You can't dictate the terms of a party that someone's throwing you. Because if I could have,
Well,
it
then-
would have been a no to the barefoot wine.
You know what? Oh, you'll
And if
never
I
ever
had the
let me live
budget, I
that
would have
down.
said no as
I
well.
was not a good wine person back then.
No.
And I had no money.
However, I was just going to say something, and now you made me lose.
You forgot.
I forgot.
God.
You forgot.
Yes.
That's okay. That's okay.
Well, none of you has ever thrown me
Oh.
a party, so I don't have anything to complain about.
So Fat Jay is watching. Fat Jay, you still watching? Fat Jay, hi. I haven't seen you in a million years. Anne is
And
turning
yet he's-
65.
Yet he's so ample, you can see him
Yes,
wherever.
Anne, you feel like 40. Good for you. That's how I feel. I'm 56. I don't feel 56. I certainly don't act 56.
56
That's
is
true.
not old anymore. That's
It's not, but
Youthful.
not.
I don't.
Watch everybody. If you think 50 is old, watch Marty, the movie Marty with Ernest Borgnine, you'll see how ridiculous that is.
That's what you're leaving us with?
Okay.
What is it about?
His mother is 50, and they said to him, because he didn't have a girlfriend or anything, he was like taking care of his mother all the time. Hey, Marty, what are you going to do? She's an old lady. She's going to be 50. And I went, holy cow. That was what people thought was old back in the 50s.
Yeah.
So,
Well, because you got married at like 10 back in the
yeah,
50s.
well, not quite.
Seriously.
You were young.
But people didn't live as long because they died from diseases that we get today that are curable.
So I want to switch topics for a minute
Okay.
because I don't want to get into a dying of incurable disease conversation. That's not
Let's not
uplifting
talk
at all.
about smallpox.
This week is National Teacher Appreciation Week.
You know what? And I'm sick of it. I'll say it. Every teacher that I know, it's cupcakes, it's events, it's all of it. Guess what? Last month was National OT Month. It's every month
it?
in April's OT
Really?
month, right? And no one knows about it,
Well,
and no one cares,
I
and no
don't
one
go
gives
to
me
an OT.
cupcakes or any of
You
this.
got a whole bread kit.
Seriously.
That was not for OT month. That was purely coincidental that it happened during OT
Do you
month.
want to know what I got for my birthday the other day for one of my lovely students? She gave me the school morning breakfast and said happy birthday.
who said that?
That's
Oh, the
thoughtful.
school.
Well,
and who-
And
anyway,
in budget.
One of my students.
Oh,
It is National Teacher Appreciation Week, and
We love the teachers.
we
I
do love the
appreciate a lot of
teachers, and we should love the teachers because they're dealing with your kids all the time.
True.
So,
We love the
Amy, happy Teacher
Thank
Appreciation
you
Week.
for all you do.
Tara, I know you're
Gracias.
watching. Thank you for all you do.
Do you remember?
And it's, you know,
And if you know an OT, thank them for
Thank
listening.
you.
just for a minute. Can we just have the moment? All right? Because you know what?
Joanne had an OT.
In August, people are like, I can't wait for school to start. Oh, these kids are driving me crazy. And then the minute school starts, they start complaining about teachers. So I want you to remember how you feel in August.
Taking a turn.
It is, and you know because
just-
all the
I
teachers,
haven't been able to say
because
it.
all the teachers right now are counting down the days.
Yes.
so they
Oh,
don't
hell
have
yeah.
to
For
see
their
your
mental
children
health.
again.
For their mental health.
Oh
That's
yes.
right.
Okay.
I'm telling you, if I didn't have breaks, I would have jumped off a bridge.
Well, Joanne
I
had
don't
an
have breaks.
OT last week, the
Right.
week before. She didn't think too highly of her, so I don't.
And that's what we have to deal
I
with.
don't think
The
she'll be-
ornery elderly.
Yeah.
I don't think she
That-
will be celebrating or wishing her a happy.
Well, when the elderly are, we deal with a lot, and we don't get the summer off.
Oh, look, Tara said, saw it, Marty, Judy, good movie. And Paul said, hey, Marty, starring Mikhail.
Who?
Who? Mikhail? I don't know. He just says Mikhail. I don't know.
Who's Ernest Borgnine?
All right, maybe somebody else named Mikhail was in there? I don't know.
Well, no one cares
Paul,
about
what
that,
the
obviously.
F
All
are
right.
you talking
So,
about?
Bridget,
What?
how was I at pickleball this week?
Bad. Better, but still bad.
Well, give it time.
I think she's
She is
improving.
50.
I'm gonna say she's improving.
Six.
My
However, I will
serves-
say this: I looked away for a few moments, and I looked back, and I should not have.
No, what?
It was
Ugly?
embarrassing. Yeah, it was. She kind of hurled herself at the ball, and
And
it
not
was,
graceful like.
right.
Did she fall?
No.
Oh,
She stays on her
okay.
feet.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
But sometimes
you must not have been looking at one point because we had a little volley going, and I
Oh,
was
good.
very proud of
No,
myself.
you did have a few good moments. I will give you that. You are improving, absolutely improving.
My serves are better.
You guys managed to score 1 point this week,
We did. We scored a point in the game.
which was thrilling.
But don't you feel like,
Well-
when you're out there playing that you look good? You're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I got this.
No, I'm under no delusion that I look like
You don't
I'm-
think so?
No.
What about
Yeah.
you?
I think
Well-
I look good. I think because I'm a tennis. I played tennis though, so I think I have some
I mean,
skill.
does she look like
Do I
Steve-
look okay?
You look fine.
All right.
Does she look like Stevie Wonder swinging
No,
at a
I don't
tennis
look
ball?
ridiculous.
No,
it's
no,
just
You know,
I just feel like, the way you feel you look sometimes, the way you actually look
Yeah.
are two different things. Like at my birthday, when my wonderful friend decided to take pictures of me while you guys were singing, and I thought I looked like,
happy.
like, oh, this is so great. And actually, it was this.
no, it wasn't.
That's what it was. I have a
That
picture of
happens
it.
to me a lot. Where I
It
think
was
I'm
not good,
looking cute in a picture and it's not.
and it's not. And there's a picture of you, and you're like this.
Who?
You.
Yeah, I know.
It's trendy.
You doing duck lips, Mom?
I don't know. I'm not a good picture
No,
person.
it was just. It wasn't duck lips. It was just. The
side
wrong
you know what it
moment.
was?
The wrong moment.
Yeah, because she was like this.
Oh, it was not.
Well,
They make it sound like I'm the meanest person on the planet.
Oh, nobody makes it sound like
I
that.
did do a very
Yes, you did.
embarrassing thing that evening.
What?
You were there
Do
for
I remember it?
I don't know.
Did I
So,
remember it?
The
Oh,
band that we
no.
went to go
Oh.
see, Janine knows them, and
yeah.
so she went up to them and told them it was my birthday. So they did a shout out to me,
Yes.
right? The lead singer, and he called me up and handed me a beer, and in my excitement, I said, "Gracias." When did I become?
Right.
I don't know.
Which, yes, what a choice.
Why did
to
I say
do.
gracias?
Right.
He was probably
Because
like,
that's thank you.
"But I'm not Spanish."
Right.
You should have
She's
said
an English
prego.
But I kept back. I said gracias.
Right. Why would you do that?
I got all weird. I was like all like, he called me up.
Gracias.
It was
yeah,
weird.
I do remember that
I
now.
said gracias.
Very embarrassing.
That is embarrassing. That's worse than throwing yourself at the pickleball.
No, yeah.
Super embarrassing.
Yeah.
I should try pickleball.
I think as the weather
Robert's playing
as the
pickleball
weather
last
is
week.
getting
Mhm.
nicer, the pickleball will improve. We'll be able to practice.
Well, I certainly hope so because I'm really
Well,
trying
Who are you playing against? Other teams?
other teams,
But not
Other
part of
teams.
your
well, it's
immediate.
it's a league, so they pair you up with people at your level, and even the people who apparently at our level are way better than I am.
Well, I think you would do well in a
well-
toddler league.
Okay, I
What
think the toddler league.
Right.
Speaking of leagues,
Ah.
I
let's get
bowled
the bowling
today.
update.
Oh,
my partner and I took all 3 games.
Mm.
We were bowling the
Good.
blind, but we still
Excuse me?
we still
They're blind?
no
Oh.
no. It's called it.
Oh, I
it's-
thought you were bowling other blind women. In that case, I'd be like, that's very
all
impressive
you-
that they're
all
there
you
at all.
Bowling people know what I'm talking about,
Right.
and
well, what does that mean for us non-bowling
that
people?
means you're bowling. You have to bowl better.
With your eyes closed,
No,
than with them open.
I probably would bowl better with my eyes
might.
closed. You have to beat your own average. In other words, we had
There's
to have
someone on the
we
team that
had
goes
a-
to the left,
No,
and then
we
they.
had to have a total between 2 of us of
Mm-hmm.
354, and we well exceeded that.
Oh
Of
well.
course.
Because we
Of
weren't
course.
bowling anyone. It was a blind team. They were 130, 130, 130. So we
Oh,
had to
so
beat
there was
them.
And
actually
the guide
no team.
dogs did well as well.
The guide dogs.
My mommy came with me to a work thing. We went bowling, and you know,
Oh, yeah, right.
it was just like a fundraiser thing.
Mhm.
And of course, she shows up with her ball and her wrist
And
guard.
her bag.
She's wiping her balls.
Right.
Got
She's
rosin.
chalking out,
You know, she's got
over
her
the
shoes with
air
her
thing.
cute little shoes. And everyone's like, oh, your mom bowls. I go, yeah, she bowls every Wednesday. And then she gets up there and she throws the ball, and they all go like this. Did you ever see mommy throw the ball?
It's a little skip.
Kinda
It
like a
looks
drop.
like it's
Kinda like-
falling out of her hand
Yep.
every time.
It's like a little
Well,
walk
sometimes
up,
it
a
does.
little skip.
But
it
but then
goes.
it went down. It went down the lane,
Yeah.
and did you get a strike?
Yes.
And she got a strike, and they went like this.
Right. So
That
it's
was
kind
shut
of
my
Whatever
mouth.
it's doing, it worked.
right.
Shut my
And
mouth.
she did very well.
She
She
is.
kicked
Yes, I
everybody's
did.
ass that day.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
She's good.
And they were half my age, too.
Really.
So there.
Yes, that's true.
No, it was fun.
It was fun. It was a good
Yes.
time.
Well, I think after cardio dance, we should hit the gym tomorrow. You should do
I
some
was thinking
bicep.
maybe I'd sleep in tomorrow. so tired. So
Let her sleep.
no,
It's
we'll
9:15.
okay. It's just
Yeah, Roseanne's
I'm
the
like-
only one who doesn't have to get up, and she's doing the Wordle at like 5:45.
5 a.m.
I just want to drive to your house and smack you.
what? Yeah,
Right.
what happened to
Right.
you two
6:30.
yesterday?
6:30 today.
Oh, no,
Oh,
we didn't
it's
get the word.
6. Oh,
Because
my
sometimes I do it. Sometimes the excitement of the competition gets me.
Oh,
And I
really?
do it the moment my eyes open, and I shouldn't do that.
Oh, I didn't do the mini today. Did you do it?
Of course I did it,
God.
and I didn't do well
People
today.
out there are bored with this
I'm just saying.
particular conversation.
You know, my mom's got a habit of thinking for people, and she's doing it
I
now.
think
doing it
people,
right
we
now.
talk about it every week. I think people are invested in how we do the
You
mini.
think so?
I think
I
so.
don't know.
Oh,
about that.
Casey's.
yet
Hello,
today.
Casey. Hello, Lisa. Yes, Casey, I would love to play pickleball with you. I need to play with
Oh, good.
people at my level
Yes, you guys
Oh,
should
so
do
we can
something
learn
over the
together.
summer there.
Although
I'll give you tips.
Sarah Beth was the first time she ever played too.
Okay.
How'd she do?
They got 1 point as
We
a
got
team.
1 point
So
as a
is-
team. So not
That
good.
was, that was the first time she ever played?
Yes.
Oh,
So not good. But we're, you
I'm
know,
really surprised.
but she's actually a little more,
Because she's very athletic.
she is,
She's
but
very athletic.
it's a thing with pickleball. Like, you got to know how to move your body. Like, I have a tendency to take the pickleball
know
paddle
what?
and go like this.
You actually, what happens
Well,
to you
that's
is
all
your
right.
wrist bones dissolve, and it's flopping around. And,
I
and
have
the
a
ball
wrist-
goes every which
Oh,
way.
I have a wrist brace.
I
for
don't
you.
need a wrist brace.
Well, you need to tighten
you
something
do.
up.
Maybe you do. Maybe I should, being I'm so athletic.
you would be
Maybe
good.
I should play.
We're playing the blind next week, and
Yes.
the deaf the weekend after that.
And if she does pickleball, then you
And
can be her OT
Right.
the
when she
armless.
fractures her kneecap.
Never mind.
the armless the week after that.
Yeah,
So
well, okay.
maybe
Laugh-
I'll beat the
Laugh
armless.
if you will. Her whole school faculty thought, oh, her mother's coming. Oh, this ought to be good. And what happened?
I just complimented you.
I
Now you
know.
just
Well,
crapped
they're
on it.
they're making fun of me. So
I'm not making
make
fun
fun away. Go ahead.
I'm
I
not
might be
making fun
even
of you.
better than any
Can
of
we
you.
see my
I
mother's
had a
bread one
wicked
more time?
backhand in tennis.
Can we what?
I just want to pull up your bread one more time.
Oh
Bring it
yeah,
up,
that
Bobby.
was good.
Bring it up.
Let's
Where's
just
the
see
bread?
Where is he?
There it
Hey,
is.
can
If
you-
anyone wants to come
Can
over
you
for a
zoom in
meal,
on that?
What
Can
is
we
that
zoom in
round
on that
bread?
bread?
undercooked. It
That's
looks
my
looks
undercooked.
like look
It's
at
my cooling rack.
it looks like a tortilla.
It looks like
What
a
is that?
tortilla. It absolutely
It
does.
was my
No.
first bread.
You know what it
And it
really
should be your
do you know
last
what
bread.
it really reminds me
Looks
of?
like an amoeba.
No, it looks like throw up.
It does.
Can we
now
just-
the good bread.
Can we
It
show
looks-
Bridget's
let's
bread
see.
just for
Oh,
comparison?
And
Oh,
zoom in
look
because
at
you'll
that.
see
And she
there's a
even
lovely
has-
floral design on
You
the
even
side.
have the brown
Yeah,
bread
with the razor
blade.
paper.
I'm so proud of
I
you.
did it with a razor blade.
That is fantastic.
You have
Thank you.
paper there, brown paper.
That's
Parchment.
paper.
Parchment.
That's how you cook it.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
impressed,
Well,
Bridget.
I
I'm
think
impressed.
I wouldn't make any suggestions about how to cook it.
Should we
Right.
tell them about the
Yes.
ricotta cookies that we've been making wrong for like
Right.
10
Oh.
years?
Actually, that bread also looks like one of the ricotta cookies
It
that
does.
we've been making.
It does.
That's
still
true.
can't get it right.
That is accurate.
Why
What
is
have you been
everything you
doing?
make look like something
What have
shitty
you
and
been
beige?
doing wrong? Because I never cared for those cookies.
Because because it was a ricotta cookie, and she
And it
was
had-
putting a quarter of a cup of ricotta
I
in
was
it.
following
It
our
had-
cousin's
It was the
recipe.
no ricotta cookie.
Right.
It was Carrie's recipe. She's been sabotaging
She
us for
sabotaged
years.
it. She changed
Wow.
it so you couldn't have a recipe.
So I didn't have good cookies.
I
Sure.
saw that episode
Because
on Everybody Loves
I
Raymond.
saw a recipe from a little old Italian lady, and there was like, 4 cups of
4
ricotta
tubs
in
of
it.
ricotta.
Yeah.
You know what?
Why
And
are we
some
only
flour.
putting in a quarter of a
I
cup?
have a recipe from, I believe it's Lydia Bessianich. I have to look at the
Who is
recipe.
that?
Who's Lydia
Bastianich.
Bastianich?
Did she win the
the one
U.S.
that
Open
she
once?
She owns Becca. Becca in.
Oh,
my
she's
God!
a
she
chef.
sounds like a fabulous
Yes.
tennis player.
Well, I'm
Lydia
saying.
Bastianich's ricotta cookies.
I want to see how much ricotta
Oh
she
my
puts in.
God.
I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look at my
Holy
recipe.
shit. Get it? Come on.
You know, just because you make a loaf of bread, all of a sudden you're an expert.
it's
I mean,
good.
and honestly,
I mean, let's talk
we were
about
a little
your banana
worried because
bread.
your
And I'm
pumpkin
humble.
bread
Pumpkin
never.
bread.
I'm good at breads, and
You're
no
not.
one would know because you don't eat the bread that I
No,
bring
I
to
don't. She makes
Thanksgiving.
it every year, and nobody.
But
I
I
eats
make
it.
a
your
good
pumpkin
bread,
bread.
and this
Nobody
is case
eats
in
it.
point. I was kneading, and I was cutting with the razor
Well,
blade
can
designs.
I make a
And wait.
suggestion? No, let me finish one moment.
Yes.
Instead of pumpkin bread at Thanksgiving, make that
I will
bread.
make a
I
sourdough,
love her pumpkin bread.
and I'll
But I
carve
wanna
a
say-
fucking turkey on the top of it,
Yeah.
and it will be a delight.
I just want to say this though, even more miraculous that Bridget's came out the way it did. She's left-handed, so she did all that left-handed.
Yeah, it's weird to watch her
Yeah.
use a knife.
And look at what the right-handed did. How'd the right-handed do?
Not well, I
Right.
admit.
The right hand
I
doesn't
admit.
know what the left hand is doing.
I admit.
The right hand may
Yes.
have been kneading, but the left hand was probably doing this.
Probably.
That's why that bread looks
So
like
I was like,
Right. I have a Dutch whisk now, everyone.
that looks good.
I have
Dutch
a. You need a
whisk.
Dutch
Where did you
whisk.
make bread?
She was using a regular old
The
dumb
other
American
day.
whisk. My Dutch whisk, I was in there and I was kneading.
Actually, there's a certain way to use the whisk depending on what you're whisking.
Well,
If you whisk eggs, you don't go like this.
of course
You
not.
go side to side.
Right. Well, with the Dutch whisk,
Just saying.
if you do it correctly, which I obviously did, it comes out like that. And I also have a food scale now. So I was meticulously measuring
one of
out
those?
500 grams of flour. I would go to 502.
know.
I would take a little
That's
bit
not
out.
good.
498. Sprinkle a little bit in. 501.
That's
Do you know what you could
What
have
do you
done?
mean? I did it very perfectly.
That's
You could have just went to the store and bought a loaf of sourdough bread and been done with it.
Do you know what? I'm going to cheat next time, and I'm going to use my KitchenAid. I'm going to use the KitchenAid to mix it all
It's a
up.
tool.
No,
It's not
you
cheating.
cannot do
It's
that.
called. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to tug and tuck, tug.
It's actually called pull and fold.
Well,
What you're
Terry Ann
describing
told
is
me
plastic surgery.
no tug and tuck, but I
You're
kept
describing an episode of Botch,
I
which is what you did to your bread.
I kept calling it the tug and rub, and that's not right
That's
either.
certainly incorrect. No. And then you need to allow for bulk fermentation. You idiot.
bulk fermentation.
Yes, of course. 4 to
Wow.
6 hours
Bridget.
of bulk fermentation.
I had
happened?
I
It's
had
science,
overnight
and I'm good
bulk
at science.
fermentation.
This was a science experiment, and I got an A.
See,
I
we
did something like this once.
college-
It's the Amish, what is it, friendship bread it's called?
oh yeah.
Oh.
Right?
I don't know. I
It was
remember
really
your
good,
monkey
though.
bread.
Cinnamon in it. I want dessert now.
All right, so
All right, we have 3 minutes.
we have
Quick,
3
the
minutes.
Plugs. We're
Hold on,
behind on
hold
the
on,
plugs.
So no, Bridget and I were interviewed today on
I
WLNG
have nothing.
Radio, out
Didn't-
east by Chris.
Yes, we will be at Sticks and Stones Comedy Club this weekend, Friday and Saturday evening.
Yes, he
you'd like to
interviewed
come
us. It was
see
a
us
lot
on
of
Mother's
fun.
Day
Come
show.
see us a Mother's Day show, and we don't know about Sunday.
Sunday's up in the air.
Sunday's up in the air, but
Yeah,
it's
well,
all right.
I
Sundays
will
really
be-
just, there's never been any concrete information.
It's always been a little up
You
in
know?
It's
the
a little
air.
wonky.
I think
it is.
that if you
Nothing
guys
about-
show up anywhere on Sunday,
Hmm.
you're going to get murdered. I wouldn't go.
I agree.
Why? What's up in the air?
I feel like it's a setup.
And wait a minute, I have a couple of
It is.
plugs,
We were
if
getting
you don't
whacked.
mind. Okay.
But we only have 3 minutes, Rose.
Well,
so by all
Hurry, hurry,
means-
hurry.
On the
wish I had
18th, I'm
plugs.
going to be
I have
in
nothing.
Lindenhurst at the what is that? The South Side Theater, the new one.
Yeah.
Every time
The
you
South
say this
Side-
plug, you have no idea.
I have
what
no
the theater
idea,
is.
but I will be there on the 18th at the South Side Theater for a
never
comedy
knows.
show, and then on the 23rd I will
She
be
has
at the.
nails and a petty.
I have nails and a petty
In the
early,
morning.
and then I have the Necromantic.
Necromantic. Change it in there. Every week.
The Necromantic Brewery at 7:00. Bridge,
Oh my god.
you got anything?
Okay, I do. On the 24th, I'll be at Squarehead Brewing Company. On the 25th, I will be at McGuire's Comedy Club and Restaurant.
And, Amy, any plugs?
I guess I'm done with my
Tomorrow
plugs.
and Friday, I'll be at work. And
you
then
were
after
appreciated.
work, I will be home.
Are you
where you can
doing
find
any
me.
glamping party this
No
weekend?
parties this weekend.
And Mom, you
yes.
have any plugs?
Do I have any plugs?
Are you going to be
Only
performing or appearing anywhere?
I will be appearing at my sister's as a caretaker.
Okay.
Caremaker.
Helping
what do
her.
you call it? Yeah.
Yes,
That's
That's
good.
where I will
That's
be.
lovely.
So
That's
you,
good.
You all come and see me.
So we just, from Guilted Into It, we just want to make sure that you all have a wonderful Mother's Day. Children
Yes.
out there, take care of your moms.
Yes.
Spoil them. I'm going to spoil this lady
I
right
know,
here.
I can't
I'm going to
wait.
put her in a
And,
headlock and give her a nuggie.
Anything that your mom has to do on Mother's Day that deals with the kitchen or food shopping should
Do it.
not happen.
You should do it
You
for
should
her.
do it
Right.
for her. She shouldn't have to lift a finger. It's one
True.
It's one day.
Because,
One day.
You
One
know,
day.
if you had to
Although,
hire,
being divorced, I get 2 days now because I've claimed Father's Day.
hey, all these years I could have claimed Father's Day.
Yeah, you could have.
Oh, now
you
you
and
tell
you
me.
of all people, because you were mother and father.
Well, now I still am.
You still are.
I'm gonna get you each a bouquet of carnations. How do you
No
feel about that?
flowers.
No flowers.
No flowers.
I'll
getting
take
you
the
carnations.
carnations. I love it. That's my birthday flower. All right.
All right.
I just spoiled
So
your
that's
gift
we
giving.
are running out of time. So happy Mother's Day and stay tuned. If you want to see more of me, because I wouldn't, I'm going to be co-hosting with Miss LaRocchia on Laughter Saves Lives Live next. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.